Welcome back to Straight Out of Marvel. It shows Kevin27 back with another fire episode. And today we have a lot to talk about. We got Oscars. We got to thank Akira. We got Nikki concert review. Off day tomorrow. I'm going to sleep late. All that is going down. So let's just go ahead and get right into it to start off the pod. Okay. So updates. Welcome everyone to season 4 of Straight Out of Marvel, and I just want to thank everyone for still riding with your boy. So just updates and new things that's going to be happening on this channel. It's a free for all at this point. If I can't just, why? Because I want to keep making content, and it's just been so quiet with Marvel lately. Like these last few months, it's not been really much exciting news. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna start talking about whatever I want to talk about. I've been wanting to do this. Felt like I was being limited because I felt afraid, to drop other stuff on this platform because I know the people who listen came here for the Marvel content. That's not going away. Starting with season 4, I'm gonna go back and look and see what I haven't reviewed yet, and we're gonna knock all that out for season 4 when we're talking about Marvel movies. It's still a lot. Like I still haven't done the first event. Like I haven't done the winter or the Captain America trilogy. I still haven't done it's something I haven't done yet. I still haven't done Infinity War, so we still gonna do that, okay? And then the only thing that is just different from that, it just won't be as much, I won't be as reliant on Marvel content going forward. So what's coming up though is still the X-Men, so we're gonna be doing that, and the reason why too is because I want to focus. I want to be able to put more stuff out on my YouTube channel, and even with the movies, it's due to the writer strike and all that stuff, man. The movies have been kind of like it haven't been a lot of good stuff coming out lately. So, but this is cinema coming back this week as well. So do not worry, okay? This is cinema coming back this week with a couple reviews. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it for season 4 of Straight Out of Marvel. We're gonna be just, not as I don't want to say I'm not focusing on Marvel stuff, but I want to make it clear that this channel will be used for all Kevin27 stuff from here on out. So like today we're gonna be doing Oscars, and I'm gonna be doing my Women's Day, or not Women's Day, but for International Women's Month. Got a dedication episode that I worked on with my favorite listener, Britannia, the most beautiful listener in the Straight Out of Marvel land. So yeah, so that's why so this will be Straight Out of Marvel, but this will also be my new, like a pilot for my new show called Off Day Tomorrow. I'm gonna sleep late. This is just a pilot, you know what I mean? And that will be dropping on Thursdays, okay? On Thursdays. Off Day Tomorrow, I'm gonna sleep late. You'll hear the drop and everything, okay? So that's on Thursdays for sure. We doing that every week, okay? So without further ado, let's get into the show. So first, let's start off with giving an RIP to Akira. I don't want to butcher the last name, but I'm assuming it's Toriyama. Yeah, man. Shout out to him. I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z for sure, and bro, it's sad to see. 68 is a young age, so it's sad to see him go. I'm not even so. I watched the full, like the first Saiyan with which one was that? My man's Frieza. I watched that one, and then I watched the Cell series, and then the Boo series, the Boo saga, and then after that, I just I don't know, for some reason I just fell off and I never got back into it. But those I always was into, always went back to. I got Dragon Ball Z slippers, and let's keep it real. Goku is one of the goats. You know what I mean? As far as characters that will always be recognizable, Goku is right there. I don't even. I mean, I think is. I think is Spider-Man, Goku. Who was the big one? I'll say I don't know about. I'll probably say Superman, Batman for sure, and what's another good like character? And probably Mickey Mouse. Let's keep it real. I think Goku like right there. You know what I mean? Now, one thing about the whole Goku thing too though is anime is I don't want it is a it's an international thing. I'm not saying that, but it's definitely like it's a section, you know what I mean? But regardless, man, that man he created something great. So rest in peace to him. And obviously you just gotta throw that out there, man. All right, man. We had to start right there. We had to start right there. Born April 5th, 1955, died March 1st, 2024. Yo, rest in peace, man. Rest in peace. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into the Oscars, man. And justice, justice. And you got to be watching this on Kevin 27 World on YouTube. Yo, justice for Across the Spider-Verse, man. Yo, I get it. They probably was like, back-to-back movies. Can we really do it for a sequel? And I'm telling you, man, Into the Spider-Verse, yo, a lot of that exotic, if you got it, for that expensive. Into the Spider-Verse was such a different, like, the animation style, everything about it was so different. And it was so unique. That's why it won the Oscar. Now, this was the same Across the Spider-Verse. While it was unique, it was the same exact movie. Not the same exact movie, but like the same animation and all of that just turned up to 1,000. So what they did was they built on top of that. I think too, I just think that year was just special for Spider-Man. With the first Spider-Man game coming out, I'm telling you, it was like the universe, like all the planets aligned or something. You know what I mean? It was like the Spider-Man game came out 2018, the movie, Into the Spider-Verse, and then that song, Sunflower. I mean, that shit sold 20 million copies. You know what I mean? Like, it's a huge song. So that was just number one. It was the number one song, smash hit, all of that. So I just think that planets all aligned for Spider-Man that year to win the Oscar. This one, I still want justice for it because to me, I've seen both movies, and I think Across the Spider-Verse was better visually and as a story. But I can see why The Boy and the Heron won because I just think they don't. I just think they didn't want to repeat and just give it back to back. So and no disrespect, no slight. That Boy and the Heron was a good movie, but I don't think that it was better than Across the Spider-Verse, my opinion. So let's just start there. I wore my Spider-Verse t-shirt for a reason. Now, I also got some smoke. Oh, and let's give the other ones. Elemental, best animated film, best animated feature film. Elemental was a great movie as well, so I was not mad at that being nominated. And I did not see Nimona or Robot Dreams, but I seen these other three, and yeah, I can agree that The Boy and the Hero. I would have I'm Team Spidey, but I'm not super mad at it. Okay, I'm not super. It's not like you guys remember when I was super mad that No Way Home just wasn't. I was just mad that it wasn't nominated. Should have been nominated for best film. Come on. Um, yeah, and obviously I'm not gonna get super upset like I did with the Angela Bassett stuff because to me that was plain day robbery. This I'm not super mad at. I still want justice for Across the Spider Verse because it was a great film to me. But I'm not gonna lie, I always feel a way about that first 20 minutes of the movie. So when you look at it from that perspective, if I'm over here every time I watch Into this or Across the Spider Verse, I always fast forward, and get right to Spider Man. Yeah, man, I can see why I didn't win. So salute, but Born the Heron deserved it, I guess. Best live action short film: The After, Invincible, Night of Fortune, Red, White, and Blue, The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. I have seen none of these, but I did see Invincible, and that shit was fire. Best adapted screenplay, and I know what you guys like. When are we gonna get to Oppenheimer? We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. Let's take a sip first. Best adapted screenplay. American Fiction won that over Oppenheimer. I'm not gonna lie, I was thoroughly surprised, but I'm not. I was surprised that it won, but I'm not surprised if that makes sense. Like I get why it won because that's the only movie I've seen where I was like 10 out of 10. Like it was to me, that was a perfect movie. Wasn't really anything wrong with it. Now I would have been surprised if it won, the big one, but best adapted screenplay for sure, man. And that won over Oppenheimer, Barbie, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest, which I've seen all of these movies. And yes, I would put American Fiction over all of these movies, even though I'm not gonna lie, Barbie, bruh, Barbie was a really good movie. So if Barbie would have won that, I wouldn't have been mad either. Oppenheimer, I just felt like it just was going to win a lot of awards just because of, what it was, but for sure, for sure. So the best cinematography was the winner was Oppenheimer, and the other nominees were El Conde, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, and Poor Things. And you know what? Best cinematography, I gotta give that to Killers of the Flower Moon, man. I think the visuals and all of that was just better from Killers of the Flower Moon. And we're gonna get to it when we get the best feature. But come on, man. It's to me, I think the Killers of the Flower Moon should have won a lot of these awards, but it is what it is. Let's get to best picture. Okay. American Fiction, a nat well, I don't want to do all of that. Let's just say the winner was Oppenheimer, and the other nominees were American Fiction, W, Anatomy of a Fall, Barbie, which I can see, The Holdovers, seen that, Maestro, Killers of the Flower Moon, Past Lives, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest. And yeah, I'm gonna keep it so hot. Killers of the Flower Moon should have won this. I don't want to be like super dunking on Oppenheimer because shout out, to Oppenheimer, whatever. But it was not a better movie than Killers of the Flower Moon. Okay. Both of them were 3-hour flicks. And I'll tell you which one I fell asleep on. It was freaking Oppenheimer. Now, I thought Oppenheimer was a good movie for the type of movie it was. But was it better than Killers of the Flower Moon? Also a true story? I don't think so. But could you really expect Hollywood to give a movie based upon the white devils in that movie doing what they was doing to the Osage people? I'm sorry. Like, that shit was crazy. And I'm not saying white people devils, but those white people in that movie, those were some devils. Yo, killing your wife for insurance. Oh my God. That shit is crazy. Crazy. Oh man, that movie was wild. Okay, and it was way more interesting than Oppenheimer, and I feel like that was just a better. It uncovered more. I already knew about the atomic bomb and all of that stuff. I had no idea about Killers of the Flower Moon. No idea whatsoever. So to me, Killers of the Flower Moon, the more emotional movie, you know, the better acting to me, and you ain't have to see butt naked Cillian Murphy, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But you did get to see butt naked Florence Pugh. So, hey, W for that. I ain't gonna hold you. Not gonna hold you. Uh yeah, Killers of the Flower Moon, I think should have won. I thought that was the better movie. Okay. I would have rather Barbie won over Oppenheimer. I'm gonna keep it so real. That was, you know what? That was the most sexist thing I had ever done because that movie, Barbenheimer was a thing, and shout out, Women's History Month. But Barbenheimer was a thing, and I'm not gonna lie, I had one off day that weekend, and I freaking went to go see Oppenheimer instead of taking my girl to go see uh Barbie. I don't know why I did that. That was the and then when I seen Barbie when it came on Max, I was like, damn, this movie was hella good. Like, I wish I would have seen this instead of Oppenheimer. And I did like Oppenheimer, but it was too much like talking about too much smart things. And bro, don't nobody want to hear all that, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All that smart, giggity, all that bullshit. And then the most interesting thing was he kept cheating on his wife with the ops. I mean, that was cool, but for sure. Salute. Best actor in a leading role. Obviously, Cillian Murphy won for Oppenheimer, and the other nominees was Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers, Coleman Domingo for Rustin, Bradley Cooper for Maestro, and Jeffrey Wright for American Fiction. And yeah, I would have liked to seen Jeffrey Wright win that, but no way he was gonna win that over Cillian Murphy. No way. And I don't understand how in the hell my man's Leonardo DiCaprio wasn't nominated for Killers of the Flower Moon. You know, I don't understand how he wasn't nominated for that. Yo, when he did that, shit, that shit was crazy, yo. He was going crazy in that movie. The accent, everything. It was totally believable. You got to think, this is Leonardo DiCaprio in I don't even know how many movies he didn't have. And he can be a different character every time, man, and always sell it. So I don't even understand how he wasn't nominated, but for sure. Best actress in a leading role. The winner was Emma Stone for Poor Things. And yeah, she definitely should have won. Lily Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon. Actually, I probably would have liked Lily Gladstone to win, but I mean, I'm not mad at Emma Stone winning for Poor Things. She did a really good job in that. So I'm not mad at Emma Stone winning. Whatever woman won, I think would have been very worthy. We got Annette Bening for Naiad, Sandra Hüller, Anatomy of a Fall, and Carrie Mulligan from Maestro. But yeah, shout out Emma Stone, man. Glad she won. Shout out Gwen Stacy, man. Shout out Gwen. Yeah, I'm glad she won though for sure. She did really good. Best actor in a supporting role. Sterling K. Brown for American Fiction was nominated. Salute. But Robert Downey Jr. actually is the winner of that for Oppenheimer, of course. And yo, we got to shout out RDJ, man. Mr. Iron Man himself got himself his first Oscar. And yeah, you just can't be nothing but happy. But again, man, if all out of all of these people, Robert De Niro, I'm telling you, I feel like Killers of the Flower Moon should have been doing the sweeping. You know, I could have took Ryan Gosling as Barbie as well, because he or not as Barbie, but in Barbie as Ken, because he really did a good job as Ken. I'm not even gonna hold you. But I would have rather Robert Downey Jr. win, just because he's Iron Man. We always team Marvel over here, okay? Always team Marvel. Best actress in a supporting role. Divine Joy Ralph from The Holdovers won, and Emily Blunt. I feel maybe Emily Blunt should have won this from Oppenheimer. I think that was really good. She did a really good job in Oppenheimer. America Ferrera, Barbie. Daniel Brooks from The Color Purple. Danielle Brooks from nah, nope. I ain't rolling with that one, especially because that movie just came out in December. I ain't rolling with that. And of course, when you win Best Film, how do you not win Best Director? So obviously, Christopher Nolan won for Oppenheimer, but come on, man, Scorsese. I'm telling you, I I can't tell a lie. I cannot tell a lie, bro. It should have been Scorsese. I'm not BSing. Like, bro, I, to me, bro, it was just a better movie. Everything about everything about it was better to me. If I'm just being honest, everything about Killers of the Flower Moon was better. Did we get the Oscars out of here? I think we got best visual effects. Godzilla -1 is the winner, and the creator was nominated. Also, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1, and Napoleon. What I probably say, you could say Godzilla -1 should have won, but I give me Guardians of the Three. I think it was just a more prettier. I think it was a more beautiful movie. And bro, the Godzilla thing, man, it's just a cheat code, man, because you got big ass Godzilla. Guardians, they had to do more with certain planets, all of that stuff, flying in space, having to make it look realistic. Adam Warlock. So I would definitely feel like Guardians should have won, but whatever.